code. This year, it seems like the administration is being more strict with what is allowed and what is not. The dress code states, school dress should be modest, safe, and appropriate. Some clothing considered fashionable may be inappropriate in a public school setting. Students must wear clothing including a shirt with pants or a skirt, or the equivalent, and shoes. Clothing must have fabric on all sides, front and back. The students who are not following these guidelines will of course be dress coded. I talked with a student who repeatedly got dress coded for the things that she wore. She tells us about the dress coding process.
The process isn't very structured. They would just come up and say, hey, do you have a jacket? Put it on. But then if you would start walking around in front of other teachers without that jacket on, they don't know and they don't care.
Some students think that the dress code is not being enforced in school. I talked with Mrs. Boone, one of the deans here at East. She said, all teachers are encouraged to keep students accountable for the student handbook. This means that all teachers should be administering the same rules that the policy states. Although some teachers don't feel comfortable telling a student they can't wear something. One teacher says, I have definitely talked to students about what they're wearing, and I try not to embarrass them. I usually pull them aside in class so they aren't singled out in front of everybody. Crop tops are in style, and there's a social barrier sometimes to have to wear that. A tighter fitting shirt might not be a choice to wear. That might be the only clothes a student has. Some students don't have access to clothes that fit them. So I think that we should be careful when telling students what they can and cannot wear.
The fashion trends recently are short shorts, crop tops, ripped jeans. If they're going to enforce the dress code so strictly, I think it should follow what is available.
One student we talked to said, I think the dress code is generally fine, but I think that it singles out girls. In the presentation we were given, I didn't hear a single thing about what the guys wear. I just feel like I'm being pressured to wear conservative clothes.
I don't like our dress code because I think it's biased around boys and girls. Because I've never seen one of my male friends get dress coded, and all of my female friends have been dress coded for things that I don't think are inappropriate at all.
With everything taken into consideration, over the next few years, we might see some changes in the dress code at East.